Now, Mayhem, we know normally you are a no-drama, low-key queen.
Yes.
But we also know that one should not mess with the mayhem.
Don't fucking try it.
So, in honor of that, we'd like to have a little session of Hot Summer Feuds. Yeah.
Okay.
There's a couple of instances that you might have had over the last year that we wanted to get your take on and have you clear up or put a cherry on top of it.
All right. Let me take a sip.
Okay. Sip, sip, sip.
All right.
Eureka O'Hara. Eureka was shopping in Beverly Hills and posted a photo with her designer bags. And you made a joke that said there were nothing in those bags.
I did.
And then it turned into what seemed like a little joke, sort of went a different direction.
It did.
Do you want to tell me what was going on and what you thought and where you were coming from?
Okay. So, real tea.
Yeah.
I saw her posts, and I've always had a cool relationship with her. We've had our ups and downs.
Sure.
Off camera that no one knows about, but you know, we've always got through it. Anyways, I see the posts, and jokingly, I'm like, girl, I ain't none of them bags. Everyone laughed. She didn't think it was funny.
Right.
She took offense to it and got in her feelings, and in the thread, she came back at me. So we went and handled it in the thread. She said something about like, she said something about me, and I comment right back, and I was like, ha, girl, you know, it's just a joke, you know, whatever. Thought that was the end of it, until she releases a video, and it's her opening up the bags and revealing that she had something in the bags. And she's like, flossing in front of me, like, you know, and putting it out to the rest of social media, being like, oh, look, Mayhem, you know, this, that, and that. And I'm like, wait, what the fuck is this about? Like, we already addressed this in the thread hours ago. Like, why are you you're not letting the joke die? Like, now I'm feeling like you're really taking this serious. Like, so I was like, wait, what? Bitch, why are you doing this? And I was like, you know what? This is Eureka being Eureka. Always producing herself and always causing drama, always poking the bear, making things prolong when it didn't have to. And I'm not a drama bitch. So for me, I was irritated at this point because
you came back hard.
Because not a lot of people know the history of me and Eureka. And she has done quite a few things that warranted me to come back at that bitch the way that I know I can. And so I was like, you know, no. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna create, so what everyone did not know is she did message me, and she was like, well, girl, let's just give the fans what they want. And I'm like, no. No. You might be cool with people on your social media attacking you and saying horrible things, but that's not who I am. That's not who I am. And now you're pitting it to the world that I'm that girl, and I'm not a drama bitch. Like, I perform drama,
right,
but I'm not that girl. And so it hurt me because I'm like, bitch, I call you my friend. And now you're telling the world a different narrative of me. And it hurt my feelings. It really did. And I was just like, no, enough is enough. So I told everyone, this bitch messaged me and told me, let's create drama for the kids so that they talk about us. And this and that. And I was like, that's not me. No, don't put that on me. And yeah, I was upset and I fucking went in. And I don't apologize for it. I stood my ground, and I felt really bad because, you know, she has a greater social media reach than I do. And so all her fans came and attacked me. And people were like, oh, well, Mayhem is overreacting. Oh my God, it was just a joke. And I'm like, no, it was not a joke. This was something orchestrated to create drama, and I didn't appreciate that.
And have you guys talked about it since? She said on Hey Qween that she overreacted.
Yeah, she did. She did, and I saw it, and she had messaged me. She's like, did you see my Hey Qween? And I said, I did, and I appreciate that. And she has apologized. She apologized about all that, and I accepted it because I'm not that girl that's gonna hold a grudge.
Right.
You know, I still, you know, don't like what happened, but I'm able to forgive because we all fuck up. And there's gonna be a point where I fuck up. And I'm gonna want people to, at least hear what I have to say and move past it and forgive me. So I forgave her, and we can move on from now.
All right.
Yeah.
Don't mess with the mayhem when you're shopping, sweetie. Don't poke the beautiful bear.
No, girl. Invite me to come shopping with
Yes.
you. And we can spend your coins and have a good time.
Next hot summer feud, Uber. Girl, now we pulled this from your Twitter. Is it true you were refused a ride in an Uber because you were in drag? Tell me about that.
I was in Minneapolis, and the venue that hired me, they said they sent the Uber for me, and it was downstairs. So I went and walked up, and the guy, normally, if you have luggage and you get into a Lyft or an Uber, someone will get out and they're like, okay, let me help you put the bags in my trunk. He didn't get out. He kind of just looked at me. And I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm gonna put my own bags. And I'm like, dang, you can't be chivalrous. I'm a woman, like, help me out. And he didn't, so I put the bags in the trunk, and then I got in the back seat, and he just looked back at me and stared for a while, and then he was like, this is not your ride. And I was like, oh, no. And I was like, yes, this is the ride. And he's like, no, this is not your ride. And I'm like, well, and I show him, the app and the confirmation that was sent to me. And I was like, this is your license plate and the description of your car, and this is you. Like, no, I'm in the right car. And he's like, no, I think you need to get out. And I was like,
whoa.
I was like, what? And he's like, what's your name? And I was like, well, my name is Mayhem. I was like, but I didn't order this car, so it's not linked to my account. I was like, this was ordered for me. I was like, and you're gonna drop me off at the location that is in your phone right now.
Right.
I'm like, that's where I'm going. And he was like, no, I don't care about that.
Wow.
He was like, what's your name? And I said, my name is Mayhem. And he was like, no, this is not your car. And I was like, okay, well, let me explain it one more time. The guy who ordered this for me, his name is this, and that's who's on your phone right now.
Right.
I was like, I'm pretty sure you've had many other people in your car that someone has ordered a car for them. I said, but this is my ride. And he was like, I think you just need to get out my car.
Wow.
And I was like, oh. I was like, is there a problem? And he was like, and he just looks me up and down. He was just like, get out.
Oh
and I was
my
like,
God.
Oh, it's gonna be one of these. And I knew from jump exactly what it was.
Right.
I knew what it was, and I was like, okay, this has never happened to me in my life. As much as I've been in drag and have been all over the world and have experienced being black and gay, being a drag queen, black and gay, hit me harder when I was in Minneapolis than it ever did.
Wow.
Anywhere else. And I was just like, wow, okay. And then come to find out from the promoter there and some of the girls that worked there, they were like, yeah, it's really hard for us to get rides sometimes because I guess some of the drivers there are of a religious faith and they don't recognize us as people and they're disgusted by us.
Wow.
And that's what happens. They don't give us service. And so I had tweeted about my experience and yeah, that's.
Did Uber ever get back to you because you tweeted?
Uber said that they would look into it.
Oh.
I have not heard back from Uber.
And so they didn't do a damn thing?
No, someone did call and they said that they are not about discrimination. They will look into the situation. Never heard anything from them ever since.
Get it together, Uber in Minneapolis, okay?
Yeah. Last
but not least, you're fighting a death match with the other Mayhem Miller. Someone stole your name. You actually, this isn't a hot summer feud, but I know you did speak to the other Mayhem Miller, right?
He had messaged me, this is years ago. Years ago, because I was getting hate from
his fans?
A lot of his fans.
Well, this is a feud after all with his fans.
And Yeah, because a lot of people will go look for his videos.
Because
and
he's an MMA fighter, right?
Yeah, he's an MMA fighter. He had a show on MTV. Like he was like a major dude. Still is, and he makes the headlines all the time. He's always getting in trouble, just like me. So I'm like, I don't know. We picked a bad name because we're always in trouble with the law. But
right, you can blame Rhea Latre for that, right?
Well,
she told us that on this show.
I did see her Hey Qween. She was sharing stories, and she shared some stuff she shouldn't have.
Oh yes, she did. Boop.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, so she kisses and tells now.
Oh, right. We got some backseat action we talked about on the show.
Well, you know, sometimes you get bored on the road. But or either that or she wanted mother's milk. I don't know. But back to the other Mayhem Miller. Yeah, he reached out to me and he was just like, hey, oh my gosh, like I think you're fucking cool. You're hot. And I was like, oh, thanks. God, you're amazing. Let's have beer sometime. And I ended up meeting one of his girlfriends not too long ago. She was at one of my shows and she's like, oh my God, like Mayhem Miller's my dude. And I was like, what? And so we took a picture, she sent it to him, and I was like, oh my God, tell him like I'm down, let's go have drinks, you know, let's hang out. I think that would be a fun night, a wild night. I know it will be.
Yes,
but,
and a social media bonanza.
Yeah.
Mayhem Miller plus Mayhem Miller.
When two worlds collide.
Yeah. Well, that has been Hot Summer Feuds. Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa, so hot. Are you following us on social media? Well, you should be. You should subscribe, you should like, and you should follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and all the rest at Hey Qween TV. And don't forget, our Patreon is where you can find 3 exclusive podcasts a week that you can't find anywhere else. Mayhem, yes. I don't want you to be scared, sweetie.
Oh God, is this questions from Reddit again?
Yes, it is. That's right.
God, the kids on Reddit always know everything.
They do.
Okay, I'm not scared.
All right, we're just gonna blaze through them, okay?
Okay.
Did you and Cameron hook up?
Me and Cameron have never hooked up.
Okay.
Never. But would I? Of course.
Right. Okay.
Duh.
What was your favorite moment filming Cherry Pop?
Getting fucked up every day.
Oh, right, with Detox, having fun?
Yeah, me and Detox had a bottle of vodka underneath us on set where we're sitting at the mirrors. It was a gallon jug of vodka, and we would just sit there and drink every day. And we had a drinking game whenever the train would drive by or a helicopter would go by, we would take shots. And where we were located, our studio was right by a train station. So it was like every 10, 15 minutes a train would go by. So we'd just get fucked up.
Lady Red, be careful you don't do that at our new studio by the train station.
Oh, no, not me.
No drinking game?
Who are some queens from WeHo, or anywhere in the country really, that you'd like to see on Drag Race?
I get asked this all the time. If we're gonna start with LA, I believe there's a lot of talent here, and I would love to see Vicky Vox on RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yeah.
I would love to see my other daughter, Jasmine Simone. I would love to see my other daughter, Rhea, on there.
Yup.
I would love to see my one of my dear friends, she's like a cousin to me, Courtney Caliente. I think she would be hilarious on that show. Because a lot of people forget, just because you're a great drag queen doesn't mean that you'll make great TV. And those people, I think, would make great TV.
Yeah, and do great at drag.
And they're good drag queens because they're part of my family.
And I'd like to throw in Lady Red, please put her on. Put her on.
Red, you get that tape in on time?
What tape, baby? I am a rigged queen. No, I'm kidding.
Now that you've reclaimed being queen of the party, have you ever talked again to Adore Delano about stealing your catchphrase, these shady hoes?
Me and Adore have addressed that
long
a
ago.
long time ago. She put out a really nice video, and it made me cry because it finally fixed that situation. And she was on stage, I think somewhere in South America or something like that, and she just told the audience, she was like, hey, have you guys ever heard of a queen named Mayhem Miller? And some people went up, and she's like, she's the girl that fucking took me under her wing, showed me the shit, taught me about party, and I took that shit from her. And she's like, and and I made it something on TV, or she was like, TV made it into something
Right.
and it became mine. She's like, but that shit was hers. And she's like, and she gave us a shout out for Riverside and what we used to do there.
That's great.
And, you know, and I appreciated that because a lot of people gave me shit.
Right.
For years.
Right.
Thinking I stole something from Adore Delano. And I was like, what the fuck? I've been the queen of the party for years. But, you know, she fixed that a long time ago. And we've been great ever since and before then.
God bless. Now, here's a good one. If you went back for All Stars, knowing how your edit was the first time, would you try to be louder, more outgoing, or would you still try not to give the producers anything to give you a villain edit?
You know what? A lot of people get scared of the edit, and they're terrified to see what happens after you're there and how the people will receive you, because you might come across as the villain, and no one wants that. But you know what? I learned my lesson going home 5th. I don't want to ever go home that soon again. Mm-hmm. So if I gotta be the villain, then I'm gonna have to be the villain then.
Yes, all right. We will send you with the shade
I will
sweetie.
show them exactly what Mayhem's about, bitch.
Well, you did it. You survived the questions from Wrenn, honey.
Yes!
Yeah. Oh, Mayhem, now you have music that's good. You've been working on. Queen of the Party came out. It's a great bop.
Thank you. Thank you.
And there's more to come?
There is more to come. There is more to come. I actually ran into one of my favorite vocalists from the group Basement Jacks last night.
Wow.
Yes, and we were talking, and she was like, I sung her happy birthday at the end of the drag show at Mickey's last night, and she was like, wait, I did not know you sang. And I'm like, yeah. And she was like, we need to talk about this. We got some producers that need to work with you.
Yeah.
And we can take the whole Mayhem Miller brand to a different level. And I was like, all right, let's do this. So,
That's
you know,
exciting.
I've been talking to a few producers and been working on some stuff, and hopefully you guys will get some good quality drag music.
Love it.
Yeah.
Mayhem, thanks for being here, sweetie.
Thanks for
Always a
having me.
pleasure to see you, to visit you, and to see you be such a huge success. You deserve it.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here again. Have me anytime you want.
Yes, honey.
I like to come and kiki and act the fool.
We always love a little kiki with you. And sweetie, you know what happens now. You've turned it so fiercely that you have snatched the trophy, honey. Yeah!
Oh my God! It's everything I've ever wanted in life.
And we know you love the men, sweetie, so we got you a double lap dance. Yeah!
Oh my God!
That's
I love
right.
DP.
Uh-huh, that's right.
Oh yeah.
Now give it to her good.
Yes, God.
And shake it up.
Oh.
But don't block her camera. That's right.
okay. Block
Very
all you
nice.
want. It's cool. Aight, man. Hey.
Lady Red, while Mayhem enjoys that lap dance, take us out with some black lady screaming.
Hey, Queen.
Mm.
Hey, Queen.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Queen.
Ow.
Mayhem Miller is on Queen.
Yeah!
I love it.
That's right,
I
honey.
don't know what to do.
Now, Mayhem is not going anywhere, sweetie. She is going to play Look at Her, so you're going to want to tune in to that. Lady Red, thank you so much, my beautiful Oscar Wildina.
You're welcome. Yes, you're welcome.
Thank you to our beautiful boys, Randy, Boo, and
Oh my
Gamma.
God, thank you, boys. God, don't
And
leave
thank
me.
you to Mayhem Miller.
Oh my God. Stop.
Happy Pride, everyone, and we'll see you next time on Hey Queen. Bye, baby.
Hello, children. Click here. Click here. And subscribe. You're welcome.